Hi, Dougie Bird for Doug Best Tackle World here with Stuart Christ. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm glad to have you back.
Mate,
You've been
you wouldn't
away.
be the only person.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That's
All the
right.
customers too. Hey, yeah, Stewie's been away for about nearly 2 weeks and had a great time.
It was about a week, but it felt like 2 because Dougie had to come out of the office. So if you've come in the last week, you've actually seen the mythical man himself on his feet instead of sitting on a chair.
Or out fishing.
Oh, that's pretty
I couldn't
bad,
get out
actually.
fishing. Mate, I've got the DTs, I tell you. Anyhow, let's go to the fish reports, Stu. We'll talk about your escapade later.
I didn't wear DT's fishing, I can tell you that.
I don't know, I've seen you. Okay, so guys, we went out. We didn't go offshore this week. I didn't get out there. But anyhow, due to working. But the weather was quite good during the week, Stuart.
Wasn't too bad, mate.
Yeah,
Every morning was
up
pretty
till
good.
the last couple of days.
Yeah.
We're talking Thursday here. So this report is for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 22nd, 3rd and 24th of September.
Yep.
Okay, 24th is my daughter's birthday. 21 today is my wife's birthday.
And it's my mother's birthday.
And yesterday was my son's birthday.
Yeah.
It's that time of the year. Spring. Anyhow, so offshore there was a lot of fish caught, a lot of dolphin fish, Stuart. Ridiculous.
Yeah, so all the fads been fishing really good.
Yeah, so they're all fishing well. What we can tell you is that there's a lot of little dolphin fish around, right? But there are big ones there. We had one customer got one 1.5 metres.
Yeah, it's big.
That's big.
Yeah.
And where was it? 30 metres down below all the little ones. So we had Timmy and young Jack, my other son, out fishing last Saturday, and they got 30-something dollies, and they got them all on soft plastics, and they were letting the jig head. Are you going to show what they're using here, Stu?
Yeah, so they're actually using these the new prawns. So the tail dancer, 4.5 inch, a little bit bigger. So it's still segmented on the tail end, but they have been working a treat, and the little fishtail doggy that worked quite well as well, mate.
And they're using it with a 3.0, like a Nedlocks jig head, which I had here somewhere, but there is one of those.
This type of thing. Yeah.
And what they're doing, guys, they're getting it down around about 20 metres down, and they're just getting actually the lures are going down, they're getting smoked on the way down. Or they'd hit it and just work it slowly. Yeah. And all good fish. I got a lot of little ones too at the start. Yeah. But then they start going deeper and they're getting like 90 and they're close to a metre size. So they're down a bit deeper. And that includes we get like half a dozen boats around a fad. Just concentrate, fish with the boats, but concentrate to get your line down deeper. Yeah, that's where the big ones are. Okay, so plenty of dollars everywhere, as Stuart said, every fad.
Yeah, and lots of little kingfish on the fads as well.
Kings.
So just legal type size.
Yeah, high fin amberjack as well. Yeah, a few of those caught as well. But the bottom fish has been good too. The snapper, fantastic, you know. Yeah. So especially at the 50 fathom reef, it's been really good. Particularly southeast or east of the seaway, actually. Sorry, around 2801 or 02. That's south 2802. 153.46 around about in your longitude. But if you go from there up to Fad 3, I think it is, Fad 3, which is on the 50 fathoms on about south 2755, that's where the bigger dolphin fish have been, quite a few around that area, which is just south of Spot X. Okay, so that's out wider. Also out wide, a lot of guys went deep dropping during the week. On last Sunday, it was like Saturday, it was really good weather. The fish did not bite.
Weird.
There's only a few people caught fish. It's very, very rare. There's a bit of an afternoon bite, but most of the time the fish are showing up, but they just did not bite. Yeah. It was showing 4-star bite on the fish chart, which means really good. That's just gone out the window, hasn't it? So they didn't bite.
They didn't read the book.
They didn't read the book. No, that's right. Happens sometimes. Anyhow, they get a bit lazy. But so I don't know what the deal was there, guys. It just didn't happen. The barometer wasn't too bad. 1,028, you said it was Stewie, I think, which is sort of on the borderline in the high end of it, but not too bad. So I've run out of excuses. Big swell out there on Saturday. So those of you who were out wide on Saturday and saw the big swell, just be careful because the wind does come up, or the current was running hard to the south, and if a bit of southerly comes in, it gets a bit ugly in that sort of situation. So always be careful of the swell, and be careful of the bar, of course, and the jump in and seaway and wherever else you go across. Be very careful. But there's a few snapper caught at 36 as well in closer. And wasn't too bad, actually. Good, better quality snapper around that sort of 70 to 80 centimetre mark. Those who went out wide trolling, there's a few yellowfin caught down off Tweed and at the front here, and I think a couple off Jumping Pin Way as well, around the 35 kilo mark. A couple of striped marlin hooked up, and the odd blue as well. Current was a bit of a current to the south, about 1.6 to 2 knots. It depends where you were. Some areas was no current, other areas it's ripping, but not too bad. In close, a few jewies caught Stu during the day.
Yeah.
On the close reefs.
Just on the close reefs.
Yep.
Live is on the bottom, like we always say. Just jig up some
Yep.
lives when you're snapper fishing and put them straight on the bottom, Dougie, and
Yep.
while you're having a drift or at anchor.
That's right.
Yep.
So that's not too bad. And a few snapper obviously caught in close as well. That's about probably all I can tell you that was caught in close. There's a couple of cobia caught on a couple of the chart boats got them as well.
Yeah.
And good size are in that 20 kilo mark. But this weekend, it doesn't look good weather. Okay, so we're planning this for next week.
That's right.
Hopefully. And next week the bite gets good again. So, but coming up to the next full moon, the new moon's about to go. So that's what we'll be doing. So, guys, I would probably say this weekend maybe go flathead fishing, something like that. Chase inshore fish, chase whiting, because it's going to be 20 to 25 knots most of the weekend.
Yeah, or rig the gear, get it ready for next week.
Get ready for next week. That's right. Yeah. So, just to let you know, in the offshore products, we just got a whole massive range of Vex. I mean, like we've got probably the biggest range in Australia of Vex tackle.
We've got quite a bit.
Yep.
Yep. So anything starting from like a 40 or a 60 gram jig, Dougie.
Yep.
We've got it. Full range of colours.
Yep.
Yep.
Up to kilo size jigs.
Yep.
For deep water. And the bang for buck, these are pretty good. All different styles. 500 grams, 750 gram. All different sizes, right down to, like Stu said, 40 grams or 30 grams.
We got like little bottom meats. So this is like a hybrid jig. So you put a pilly, bit of squid, strip of mullet, fillet of yakka, you name it, you can chuck it on these things. And just drift it down, or you can work it like a jig once it's down there. Anywhere from 20 grams up to a kilo, Dougie.
I'm going to drop one of those on the bottom of my electric next time with the bait on it.
I reckon
as my sinker.
I reckon you should manual fish it, but that won't happen. I'll put it on the manual. The little chicken arms, mate, they'll wind it up.
Anyhow, that's a kilo, that thing.
Yep.
But anyhow, we've got a huge range of Vex and a huge range of, I don't know, again this week we've probably had, I think around about 500 new SKUs coming in of new products and new colours and new whatever.
Yep.
Anyhow, that's offshore. Now we'll go to inshore.
Yep.
So Stewie, jumping pin. Have you been jumping pin this week at all, mate, fishing?
Yeah, we lived up there, mate.
Oh,
It's been not too bad.
Yeah, we've got the Flathead Classic coming up next week, guys. So we are out of the shop next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday fishing the Flathead Classic. And it's a great comp. I think we've got about 250 teams or close to it we just saw before.
Yep.
And they'll probably get up around that 270, I dare say.
Yeah, last day to enters tomorrow, Friday the 22nd.
Yep, that's all right.
So still chances if you want to enter.
That's it. Yeah. That's a great comp, and we sponsor it, and we're always there to back them up and to fish hard ourselves. So we go this year, Stewie.
That's it.
Yeah, gloves are off, mate. Let's go and do it, mate. We're team effort this time, mate.
Together. We're not working against each other.
No, gloves off against the other guys, okay?
Yeah.
Watch out, we're going to be up there somewhere. Okay, so anyhow, guys, the flatties have been a little bit quiet. They're a little bit quiet, Stu, right? Compared to what they were the week before. For some reason, they've just gone off the bite a bit. We went up last Friday and did really well. Then the weekend, they just went quiet, Stu.
I know. Yeah, it's very strange. There's still bait there. There's still fish there. You see them, but they just don't eat. They follow your lure, look at it, and swim away.
And this guy's getting like the odd 90, but they're only getting the one fish that's 90.
Yeah.
There's not like 80s, 90s, 70s. It's not like that at the moment. So it's a matter of being lucky at the right spot at the right time.
Yep.
Stewie, the Crush Cities, they're still smacking it, mate.
Mate, they're still good. Yeah. The Imposter, without a doubt, probably one of the better lures that they've got in the range for sure. They've still been smacking, as Dougie said. And McCarthy's.
4-inch McCarthy and 3-inch McCarthy's, they just like work really, really well. Great lure in the deep as well, with about a sort of half-ounce jig head on it.
Yeah.
All casting up in the shallows and the smaller sizes.
Dougie, what's this? You put these in
here,
I
put these in to show. There's a couple of new colours from Squidgy, which I reckon I'm going to put these in my bag for the next week. I reckon they're going to go.
And they're pre-rigged, Dougie, so easy as.
Pre-rigged, easy for people
good for
like me.
people like you that can't rig a plastic straight, bad eyesight.
That's correct.
That's what we'll go with.
Yeah, that's right, bad eyesight fishermen like me. But we're good fishermen, hey? So I reckon dirty water, they're going to be the gun, for sure.
Yeah.
Stewie,
prawns,
I know.
Prawns still been really good.
They are good.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing there. Similar to the Crush City, but more, they've got a Kevlar segment in the back of them. The tail's very natural and very, very good. We love using those. We take off those weedless hooks and put a couple of jig heads in.
Yeah, for sure.
Stewie, vibes. You're going to go hard on the vibes, mate,
Vibes,
again?
mate. Vibes,
Yeah.
always good. Always a good vibe.
Yep.
Yep.
Very good.
Trolling, Dougie.
Just before I get to there, Stewie,
Yep.
there's a new scent out from, this is an American product, and it's called Bait Pop.
Yeah. So Transducer Polls Australia bring it in. So
Yes,
if
that's
anyone's got live scope on their sounders or are looking to get it, he makes a really good poll. There's a couple of options. Dougie can't hold these, but there is many colours and many
all
flavours.
colours of the rainbow, just like Stewie's rainbow he has on his wall. It works very, very well. And I'd probably go the pink one, Stewie, actually.
That's nice. I was going to say I'd go the black one like your heart after that comment. But anyway, you could probably put a little bit of this around your cheeks or something with gold glitter.
They look good.
But look, it works a treat. There's a couple of big names in flathead fishing like Dicko from Wilson has been using
one of
it.
the top flathead anglers out there. Yep.
Yep, Rossi McCubbin been using it.
We're about to be using it. We're going to give it a go. Don't get us wrong. We're still S Factor. We're still definitely gulp. I love gulp juice as well. But I will be giving this a crack.
Yeah, works an absolute treat. Apparently,
Smells a little bit
used it.
aniseedy. The thing that is, so it lasts longer on your bait. Is that right, Stu? On your
lasts
lures,
longer.
sorry.
Yeah, so there's more of a residue, or the actual product stays on better. And it's got glitter in it too, Dougie. So at the end of the day, if it's dropping that glitter over time,
that's
looks
right.
like the scales falling off. It's injured.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they want to see. Yeah.
And you know what? I think the biggest thing is they haven't smelt it before, mate.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Smells a bit like black jelly beans, but anyhow, we'll keep going here. So Stuart, a couple of new lures out. Oh, actually, we've got the Tide minnows back in again.
Yeah, so
in the
only
bigger
that
size.
175 size.
Yep,
So
175,
anyone that's chasing the 140s, you ain't going to find them anywhere.
Well, there's a rumour we may have some at the Flathead Classic. May. That's all I'm saying.
You'll have to come down and see. But at the moment, 175, that is it. So we've got every colour in them, Dougie.
Yeah, we've got a few colours there, mate. Yep. Stu, but these are two new colours out from S Tackle. Now, this guy has got it right on these colours, I'm telling you now. Like, if I look at my lure wall, they are probably the two best colours I can see on there.
Probably not bad, mate.
And
They'd
we've
be
got
up the
about
top.
10,000 trolling lures on that wall. So it's up there. They're very, very good. I reckon they're going to kick it.
Yep.
Obviously, we sell lots of these things too. If you're casting, actually, there's a lot of...
We're just doing
on the
flatties.
flathead. We'll keep going to flatties, sorry.
This is the last
I wanna
flathead
get to the
item. We're
whiting.
not going to
The
bore
whiting.
you on the flathead thing. That's a new Bantam. I don't even know what it's called, but it's got a mirror thing in it, like the other ones do. And you might be able to see it rattle there or shake.
They're out of the Shimano stable.
Yeah, Shimano lure. Japanese made, really good lure.
Yep.
Dougie, whiting. I know you want to talk about it.
I know. So I've been getting a few whiting, sort of getting up there at 8 o'clock after night after I get out of the shop here and fishing till midnight and getting a fair haul.
Yeah.
Up the river, they've been good sized fish. Run out tide's been the bigger fish. It's in the Narang River.
Yep.
I haven't had time to go up the Pimpamar yet or Coomera at all at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of whiting as well. I hear everywhere pretty well.
Yep.
Jumping pin's been good too.
Yep.
Along Kalinga Bank there. I mentioned this last time in our whiting seminar, but we had a gentleman who, Sean his name is, up in Brisbane, who got some of these, got what we did on the YouTube on our whiting seminar, put them to test and absolutely smoked the whiting up in the bay there.
Yep, so the winter whiting.
Yeah, winter whiting, mate, and good size, like 23 to 27.
Which is big for a winter whiting.
Yeah, quite good size. And double headers, and these are 2-hook rigs, so there's 2 lots of 2 hooks there. They're a circle hook. Now what he was using, I didn't bring a packet up, guys, sorry, but he was using, he's obviously using beachworm as well, frozen ones, not live. And as he said, you don't need live bait.
Oh.
Okay, so frozen ones are fine.
Yeah.
But he was using half a gulp worm on there, or a whole gulp, the little 2-inch sandworm, and absolutely smoking it. And the best thing is you just throw it back out again.
That's right, keep fishing.
They don't eat it. They try to eat it, but they can't eat it.
Yep.
So you get the whiting off and throw it back out, and straight away you're in the water again, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
So rig them up like that, they work really well. That was up in Moreton Bay,
Yeah, good.
Stewie Taylor, I know there's a lot of Taylor in the Broadwater at the moment, and at the pins as well.
Yeah, so lots of bait around, lots of small bait. So keep throwing those little lures. We say it every week, but they're around that 30 gram size.
Yep.
If you want something, if the bait's smaller, you can go to the little impact ones, armor ones. And they're actually 20 grams, but they're about half the size of a long one. So
that's correct.
They're,
they're
really good, very compact.
Yeah.
Cast
So
like a bullet.
Up the pin also, we didn't talk about, there's a few dew being caught. So the dew being caught is bycatch on big lures like those ones Stewie had before, up on the flats. So we're realising now that dew and threadies, we need threadies too, but dewies actually feed up on the flats as well. And because you're not intentionally fishing for them, usually you're fishing the edges or whatever. But when you cast a big lure like that in, we're catching like metre long dewies in half a metre of water, not knowing they're up there. So quite a few guys been getting them now as bycatch, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And one guy got one the other day. I think it was a metre 34 or a metre 43. It was a monster dew, like 20 kilos. Yeah. Right. Yeah. On one of those. Yeah. Anyhow, so other than down the Broadwater, come back down the centre of town. There has been so many slimy mackerel in the seaway. Like, if you're into eating slimy mackerel, take the bait you get there. You just get load up. So many. So they're from pretty well from the tower to wave break and the whole area. Just slimies, which is really, really cool. We don't get them inside very often, so they've been pushed inside. I dare say there had to be yellowtail kingy, even snapper out there amongst them, following them in, and maybe dewies as well, obviously. So if you can get some and fish them live on that top of the tide or the bottom of the tide, you can't go wrong. Yeah, and with a bit of wind and swell, it's a pain in the backside to go out and get slimies normally to fish the seaway because you've got to go out in that rough weather to get it. But now, hopefully they're still there tomorrow or on the weekend. You just catch them in Broadwater. Yeah. But it's normally going to be running tide.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Towards the top.
Yeah, midway up. That's right, correct. So you're talking probably mid-morning to lunchtime you'll catch them. Yep. A few squid still around. We get a few guys still getting squid from up in front of the marinas up at Southport there. Yep. All the way down to sort of front of the Runaway Bay Marina. Yep. Yeah, it's not too bad in Karachi. So give that a crack. We've had a lot of guys getting mud crabs, Stewie. Yeah. A lot of mud crabs are out at the moment. So and big muddies, and they're full. So it might be worth, it's warming up quick, might be worth a go. Jacks are starting as well, it's warming up again. We're doing a Jack seminar in about another 3 to 4 weeks' time, but before that we're going to do a dolphin fish seminar because they come on early. So we'll let you know the dates on that. It'll probably be around mid-October, 14th I think, or something like that. We'll let you know. And anything else you want to talk about in the Broadwater, Stu?
Mate, just wide in on poppers, Dougie. Yeah, so you've got that last of the run out, first of the run in. It's the time to go pop in for wide in. So throw on things like this. These are just a slippery dog from Diver.
So like very similar to a sugar pen, but with the assist hook, so even maybe one step better.
They're ready to go.
They do work, that's for sure.
And just fish that freshly flooded bank. As it's working up the water, and you're going to work up and feed in that shallow stuff, and they should be smacking things like that off the top.
Place to do that. Pimpermar's got plenty of good banks in the Pimpamar. Maybe up around Coomera, it's not too bad as well.
Coomera Creek. I just go around Crab Island,
Crab Island. I was going to say Crab Island, back at Wave Break, and the banks in front of Aqua there's good too. On that high tide. As the tide goes on next week and it gets higher early in the morning, it'd be better actually, but it might be worth to go in the afternoons this weekend. Okay. Freshwater, Stew. So I had again a few guys fishing the Hinds Dam, been getting plenty of bass, but below the dams, the Albert and Coomera and down Tweed Way, fantastic bass fishing at the moment. Below the weirs.
It's been really good. So obviously good that's fish. Open now. You can fish it.
That's right.
As this time of year, they kind of start moving.
So. So these little cicadas morning and afternoon as it's sort of cracking daylight or going dark. All the bugs are around. And definitely just spinnerbaits during the day. Spinnerbaits have been good. A few on plastics. Stewie, I've got to tell you about this new colour launch tomorrow. I think
tomorrow.
Tomorrow
is the day. Yeti.
What's the colour, Stewie?
It's Rescue Red.
Rescue Red. That it is.
So we've got Eskies. We've got the whole range of Yeti drinkware.
You won't lose your Esky if it's red. That's for sure.
You won't. No.
That's great colour. So we'll launch that. It'll be on the shelves tonight and it'll be out there ready for tomorrow. Okay, so guys, get out there this weekend, have a crack, see how you go. Don't forget our next seminar up and coming is going to be on dolphin fish. That's the next one. In a couple of weeks' time after the Flathead Classic, and then we'll let you know how we go with that. Don't forget our Flathead deal at the moment. So, because obviously the Classic's on next week. If you're fishing that, or if you're not, every $50 spend you get on Flathead gear gets you a ticket into the draw to win a day fishing with 5 of us and 5 boats. We have a comp against each other, and it's a great thing. And we give you a really good discount for our Flathead gear at the moment too, as well. And we have a massive range.
We have quite a bit.
Yes, that we do. Otherwise, we'll see you at the Flathead Classic next week. We'll give you an update on that later next week.
That's it.
Yep. Okay. That's it. Thank you very much, and enjoy the weekend. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and tell your friends about it. I'll learn heaps on also our Instagram page as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Stuart.
Thanks, mate.
See you soon.
See you soon. Thanks.